Hey you folks, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Kaiserpunk, the highly ambitious hybrid between an alternate history city builder and grand strategy game. Now, a few days ago I released a video for this game as the demo became available on Steam. If you missed that, I strongly recommend you actually go back and watch that video because I spent a fair bit of time exploring the city building aspect of the game, setting up production chains, and getting my war economy up and a-running. Now I want to put that all into practice and conquer out a large swath of the world. I want to forge an empire worthy of my greatness that shall stand the test of time. Once again, a big thank you to Overseer Games for sponsoring today's video. If you guys like what you see as you watch this, go ahead and click on the link in the description down below. That'll take you directly to the Steam store page, where you can try out the demo for yourself if it's still available, or maybe give the game a follow and a wish list. Now, what do we need to do in this video? A fair few things, actually. So I'm a little bit concerned about our morale. Now, luxuries, for some reason, I seem to be struggling to get these up and running, but needs for my laborers going down is a rather substantial problem. One thing we can do right now is actually go ahead and take a look at, actually that's the wrong place, the encyclopedia, there it is. And we can see specifically that the needs for laborers are very simple. They need vegetables and they need bread. If I take a look at our stock overview, we're going to see that I have no bread at all. It says I'm producing a surplus, but it lies. I am not producing enough bread, so we need to start getting that back up and running. Vegetables appear to be a little on the low side as well. If I can fix that, that should boost my morale. Higher morale means higher taxes, and since right now I'm running a deficit, it would be good to boost that up. So that'll be one thing we can work on. The other stuff I would like to work on are the luxuries I've been talking about, but for whatever reason, I do seem to be struggling with that. It seems like it might be slightly bugged for me personally. I don't know if that's true for everyone who plays the demo, just the version that I'm currently playing on, which is an early version of the demo. We've got luxuries for the laborers in the form of clothes and newspapers. Now, I've been producing newspapers, but we burn through them so fast that I don't actually get any credit for the luxury morale. And then as far as clothes, well, for some reason, my cotton fields are bugged and I'm unable to place these. The good news is, this doesn't have to be the end of things. If I were actually go to my world map, you can see that there are certain benefits to conquest. If I go to Eastern Europe, for example, we are producing cotton over here and sending it to Central Europe. So even though for whatever reason I'm unable to grow it myself, we do actually have some cotton. That would mean that I could place down some weavers for some cloth, which I don't mind doing, like, let's say, right here. We could also place down, let's say, a clothier, which would start producing clothes. But here's the other thing. Notice that my luxuries for the manufacturers are also down to nothing. If you go back to the encyclopedia and take a look here, they need ale, gramophones, and radios. Now, I should be producing some ale, but again, I'm getting absolutely no credit for the luxuries. It just seems like people consume them so fast you don't get much benefit. So I'm not going to say that I can't get this. I'm just thinking I'm going to need to have so many buildings set aside for paper mills, for tailors, for breweries, that even if I did have the cotton and everything else, I don't think we'll get any benefit. It's just going to cost me a ton of money. So what I've decided, in order to make sure that I can fund my war effort, is everyone is going to live with no luxuries whatsoever. This is effectively communism, okay? Everyone is going to just have to be okay. I'm not going to make as much money, but I'm not spending as much money, so it ends up being a wash for me, I hope. Instead, we are going to focus all of our efforts, all of our funds, toward making as much war equipment as possible. Now, you might think that I want to go ahead and make some tanks, and I wouldn't mind trying to make a couple of these just to try them out. These are a mid-range combat units. They have pretty darn good health, better than any other unit, so they're very tanky, and they do some decent damage to land units, which is a little bit better than militia. The thing is, the field gun does more damage than that, too. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe what we want to do is just go ahead and train up a whole load of field guns, and then just do as much freaking damage as possible. In fact, I might even want to consider getting myself a second army, all right? Get another military base, like let's say over here. And you can see here, yes, we have a whole new commander. I can start training up a whole new army. So 4 militia and 4 field guns. Is that going to cost me a lot of money? Probably, but I'll live with it. Hey, by the way, my general has a new trait. I didn't even notice that. Mountains, deserts, Arctic fox, forests, urban, or field commander for the open fields. Let's take mountains. I don't know. I feel like mountains are a place that we would normally struggle to fight in anyway, so a little bit of a buff might be nice for me. I'm a little concerned about the fact that my cash continues to burn down. Now, again, part of that is the morale, and if I can start fixing the needs and produce a lot more bread and stuff like that, maybe we'll end up being okay. Maybe. The other thing that we could consider doing is literally just placing down a whole load more housing. And by virtue of having more people to tax, even though I don't necessarily have anything to do with them, we should make more money that way. What are some other things that we could work on? Well, I would love to get myself some aircraft. We had talked about that previously. Unfortunately, they require technicians in order to be able to use. And this demo is a little bit limited in that you can't progress that far in technology. No technicians allowed, so we're never going to be able to take advantage of that. Good lord, the needs for my people have somehow gotten worse. How is that hang on, what's going on? Where's my bread? What is happening here? I still have 0 bread. Why do I have 0 bread? I should have a surplus of bread. I mean, I did just kind of massively increase the population in order to tax them for all they're worth, so I guess that makes a little sense. There we go, now the needs are starting to tick back up. Okay, we're getting back on our feet. I really want to conquer the British Isles over here. Not because I have any resources I really care about. Fruit, aluminum, flour, blah, blah, blah. Mostly I just want a really good choke point. You know, to make sure that whatever empire is over here, which appears to be the Yukon Federation, weird flag for that one, by the way, aren't going to be able to get into Europe, so I can just kind of ignore things. Being bordered up against an enemy nation actually does keep your stability a little bit lower. That's why some of these nice insulated nations or territories are building up their stability at a very good rate. Also, if they're properly defended, you probably don't even have to spend nearly as much upkeep in a garrison, so the more I can get some good defensible single points, the better. Anyway, what is another thing we could do? Oh, oil! Right, we had talked about that very briefly before. If I'm going to get things like tanks or ships or anything in the future, I'm going to need some oil. There are some crude oil deposits that are available off in this direction, so maybe we can go ahead and place down an oil pump or two. Of course, that means I'll also need to get myself another depot like so, and we'll need to get ourselves a refinery so that I will be able to convert that into something useful. Plus, since we're far away, I need to get myself a quick power distribution substation nearby and a water tower so we can distribute the water that's necessary to refine it. Okay, with all of this together, in theory, this will start working as soon as we deliver. And over in the refinery, what can we even make? Diesel? Rubber, chemicals, and kerosene, though we would need chemicals for that as well. So what do I actually want? I guess some diesel fuel isn't a bad thing. All right, we could go ahead and use that if I want to get some tanks. It's just, again, the tanks don't do as much damage as just straight-out field artillery, so it seems to me like that's the better way to go. I am open to being wrong on that point, all right? I just, you know, why? Why pay for diesel? Why get weaker units? There may be an advantage, right? There may be something to say about, like, going for a mid-range units. Maybe they are immune to certain types of damage, and therefore they can get some free hits off, and it's totally worth it. I don't know. But I think I'd rather go for superior firepower. And since these guys aren't leaving the British Isles worth anything, let's go ahead and try to sneak up and see if we can grab Scandinavia. I'll deal with the British Isles eventually. It'll happen. Great Britain shall be mine. But for now, we got lower hanging fruit. So let's go take out the Swedes. Always going to do a quick check once in a while to see how we're doing as far as produced materials. We're not making enough lumber. I know we're not making enough coal. That's not a thing. I also think that the demo doesn't show all the upgrades that are available for a lot of different buildings. If we take a look again at our technology screen, you'll notice that not only should we be unlocking lots of different buildings, including things like that cotton field, which I don't have access to, but also you got other little things here, right? Better storage for your farms, mechanized farming, and if we look down here, you can see that, like, less workforce needed, more production per cycle, etc., etc. I don't know if these apply automatically as passive benefits. Maybe they do. Oh, I'm under attack. Well, hello. Maybe they do, but also maybe they don't. So I kind of assume that there's this little button right here, which is currently grayed out for the demo, and in future versions of the game, we'll be able to install lots of different upgrades. I could be wrong on that. I think that's the case, though, and if so, that could be another really good way of kind of tailoring up your economy and making it a bit more powerful as time goes on. There are other things the devs have said that they're going to be working on. For example, they actually plan on changing up the conquest system quite a bit, and this is one of the things they want to spend the most time on as they continue developing the game. I'm under attack! Really? You're attacking me where I have my army? Okay, let's watch this one. This seems like maybe this was a mistake. Ready? And boom, boom. Bye, buddy. Wow. And I'm under attack again. Good lord, you guys. Okay, now they're attacking the Western Balkans. So Germany hath decided to be a bit of a problem, is what I'm getting out of this. I mean, even if they do attack me, who cares? I'll just go ahead and just get more garrison infantry set up. It's fine. Doesn't bother me. Anyway, point is, they want to work on a few other things. They want to be the ability to place down, let's say, fortifications on different territories, which I think makes a lot of sense. Yeah, there's a lot of things that they're going to be able to do in the near future to make warfare a little bit more engaging than it currently is. For now, though, you know me, I just like blobbing and painting my color all over the map. It makes me feel really good about myself. Thank you, Scandinavia be mine. Anyway, what are we finding over here? The North European Plains. This counts as North European Plains? I feel like we're getting a little bit close to the Caucasus Mountains for that, but I guess it is technically true. Algae, copper, and aluminum sheets. Already refined aluminum, huh? It does seem like it's always one agricultural good, one sort of mining or manufacturing good, and then something that's been refined. I think that is the pattern between all territories. But honestly, for the amount of upkeep you pay for a single territory and how many resources you can get for it, it's actually pretty darn good value. Like, conquering and sending everything to your glorious city-state is probably the meta, so to speak, as far as how you build a super successful empire. Which is fine. To me, that makes perfect sense. Still training up some more field guns, by the way. These vehicle factories take a long time to produce enough guns. It's fine. We'll get a second army eventually. Once I have 2 cooking, we should be able to start conquering a lot, and I'll feel pretty good about myself. I'd also like to go ahead and get myself a gravel mine. Where would I get that? There it is. Gravel pit. Start producing a bit of gravel. Sure thing. Why do we want gravel? Well, I wouldn't mind experimenting a little bit with making some ships, assuming I'm able to. If we go up to the coast over this direction, go to the military and say we want to build, let's say, a shipyard, where I can make some corvettes, destroyers, battleships, etc. We'd be able to click on this, and it would cost me a bunch of gravel in order to basically level out the shore. I'm pretty sure if we also went to, where is it, transport? Yeah, we could place down a key. And this would allow me to completely change up the shoreline. The only problem is, not only does it take a lot of gravel, look at that upkeep per year. A key is extremely expensive. I don't know what incentive I'm supposed to have to place down keys. That's a little prohibitive if you ask me. Anyway, let's just go ahead and start bringing the fight to Germany. You guys fricked with me. You don't do that. Now I kill you. Is there anything else I'm missing that we could be working on aside from luxuries? I really wish I had another coal deposit. Is there a way in, like, the map to actually see deposits and what is available to us? No, I don't think there's any more copper on this map entirely. This is where the trade aspect of the game would probably be very helpful, and that is one thing that is also missing in the demo. Hello, this is quite a large battlefield here. That's another thing that's missing from the demo is trade and diplomacy. So right now, I have to go on a big conquest spree, right? But what if I could make friends with Germany and say, you know what, maybe we shouldn't fight. Maybe we should be buds or something, right? And then we go and kill the Yukon Federation together. I'd like that. But we can't do that yet. That is something that I believe will be introduced in the game in the near-ish future. As I said before at the beginning of all of this, early access demo, things are subject to change. The important question really is, do we feel like the foundation is here for a successful merging between the city building and grand strategy genres? And I think that the idea behind a lot of this is very promising. It's going to come down to, how much more is added into the game as time goes on, right? You've got a lot of the familiar city builder stuff, but I think the idea of creating one giant super capital city and carving out an empire, and your city has a purpose behind it, right? It's not just grow bigger for the sake of it. No, it's fund the war effort so you can conquer the freaking world. I mean, that appeals to me. I don't know about you, but I like the idea behind that quite a bit. Now, maybe that's because this appeals to the male power fantasy. That's entirely possible, but if that's the case, I embrace it. Hey, is this the capital city of Germany? What happens if I take out the capital city of Germany? Does all their territory fall to me? I doubt it, but that'd be very cool if so. Another development threshold has been reached. High schools. Oh, well, that would be nice, because it would give education to our... Oh, I can place this. Oh, I thought because it was all whited out that I wouldn't be able to. I can place this? Oh, hold on. Hang on. No, wait. We're defending a region. Thank you. Okay. Yay! I'll be able to produce some extra education value for all of my manufacturers. This should make them very happy. And that's actually really good because manufacturers are worth, by and large, more money than a laborer when it comes to taxation. So if they're happy enough that they're equivalent to morale, then yeah, why wouldn't I just place nothing but a bunch of manufacturers and milk them for all they're worth? Welcome to the city. What do I do here? You sit around. And that's it? Well, you pay taxes. Oh, yep. Welcome to Praetoria. Anyway, let's go ahead and blow up the militia at the Caucasus Mountains. I have taken the region's capital. This is mine now, and they've been eliminated from the game. Okay, so it doesn't give me their territory, but now it is all free for grabs. Oh, they still have garrisons. All right, so no one's going to be reinforcing them. This doesn't actually make my life any easier. I'm still fighting the same number of garrisons I had before. Still, who is this? China? China's made its all the way over here to the Caspian Plains? All right, Europe versus China. Here we go. And on the plus side, I actually can pull back on my defenses in a lot of these regions now because I'm not worried about anyone attacking until we have a bordering nation. Cool. I should also note that my army appears to be experienced enough. It's no longer substandard, it's normal, which I think means that we basically just do more damage. Yeah, 68 damage to all land units. That is a pretty powerful volley, to be honest. And why did my luxuries just jump for both of my populations? I don't know what happened. Did we pillage the capital and everyone got a bunch of good stuff? Did everyone get to Nintendo? Well, I wish I did. Whoa, I've gone up to 100 luxuries for my laborers. I'm very confused. I do not know what I did. I really don't. I must have pillaged an absolute ton of something. Hold on. Maybe? Got more bread than I know what to do with. They wanted things like what? Newspapers? Hang on, what's in stock? What do I got? No, not that. Not gramophones. Huh. I have no idea why they're so happy. That's fine, but it begs the question, why were you all so unhappy before? What's wrong with you people? Whoa, I also apparently just instantly finished, like, all my field guns over here, too. All right, go ahead and deploy. Second army is ready. It's almost as if, like, killing Germany solved all of my problems. Is this a lesson that I should be taking into real life? No, probably not. Question. Can I just place down one of these air bases real quick and just check something? All right, I'm just gonna try it, hang on. Because I noticed, oh wait, it said for a second I had some blimps, and I have recon biplanes. I've got corvettes. No, what? Why do I have this stuff? I definitely stole this from the player, I must have. So if I got 100-something recon biplanes, like, can I just create a thing? Can this be a thing? It only takes 8 recon biplanes in order to do anything. Yeah, I don't see why not. 1, 2, 3. Let's just get a small air force. I did see that they said I had blimps a bit ago. Well, now it says I have 134 blimps. So I'm a little confused as to how I have blimps. We'll try this. I feel like this might not be correct. Let's find out. Yes, they freaking are. Cool. Thanks for the freebies, suckers. Wait a minute. So does this mean that if I go build like a shipyard or something, I actually can have a navy now too because they built all the good stuff? Good lord, they even had 406 bombs built up. Yeah, this is why they're freaking happy now. I've got a huge stack of ale and stuff like that. Everyone, look at all the gramophones. Holy crud. This is exactly what's going on. People are actually happy now because I stole a load of stuff. All right, so the lesson here definitely is when in doubt, steal everything from everyone else and you'll get more powerful. And then I want to place down, how many corvettes? 3 corvettes is all I need each. Well then yeah, let's just build out like a full army of 8 freaking, I had 150 of these things. I can build many navies. All I need is manpower. And that's fine because I have a lot of unemployed people who need jobs and stuff, right? This works. Oh, and we found another player. Hello, who's this? The Araucana Republic. Okay, so they've got Arabia. All right, so Asia Minor's gonna be an important place for us to hold up. I think it's absolutely hilarious just how much happier my people are. Now they've got a taste for blood, and there's no stopping them. And the fools just left the British Isles, which means now I march right in and I'm gonna snag that. Thank you. Haha. All right, so at this point, I would say we got ourselves a little hegemony over all of Europe. Look at Praetoria go. Yes, my power grows. And this becomes my choke point with all of the garrisons. And I'm just gonna go ahead and move over here and snag Iceland now. I don't think that they can defend that. Perfect. That leaves, hello, Greenland. Is that your capital city? Is it my birthday? Maybe we should just go ahead and deploy a couple of boats. Where can I deploy boats? You have to choose like an actual port? Oh, interesting. All right, how about right here then? Well, it goes without saying that if I can take down another one of these capitals, I want to see if this is going to result in me getting a stupid amount of military equipment. We're going to find out, dang it. Grabbed another territory up here, North Siberia. Hello, who are you? Quetzalcoatl in Yakutsk. Is that another city just sitting here ripe for the plucking? Well, then I will take it. Look, I'm sure back in your capital city you're trying to train up some troops. It just might be too little too late. Okay, I'm bleeding way too much money. You know, it's fine though. Just place down a whole bunch of manufacturers' neighborhoods. Sure, we're gonna start burning through our luxuries and stuff a little bit faster, and that's a little scary, but if it makes me more money, it's totally worth it. Anyway, let's just go ahead and march in here, take over Greenland, say goodbye to that Yukon Federation, which, ironically, wasn't even located in Yukon. You fools, you fools. Did we get a lot of extra free stuff? Hang on, forget about produce for a second. Let's take a look at what's in stock. No airships. Sure, fair enough. We got a lot of ammunition. No battleships, some artillery shells, blah, blah, blah. Looking for signs of anything else. Corvettes. Field guns. I got a lot more field guns all of a sudden. I didn't have those before. What about infantry tanks? I got a few of those. Okay. A stupid number of handguns. What about, like, aircraft and stuff? Do we have, like, more recon planes? A few. Okay. I think we did get some stuff. I do think we got a little bit. We got a lot more paper. We got a lot of newspapers. So I definitely got some stuff out of this. Okay, it was still worth taking over Greenland. They were not nearly as prosperous as Germany, but this does not surprise me. Aha, and my ships are here. Wait, do I have to seriously move them, like, port by port? Oh, that's gonna take a while. Well, let's go ahead and finish off another capital over here, then. Yakutsk shall be mine. I don't know what goodies you have, but I claim all of it. There's even free territory up over here with absolutely nothing to lose. Nice. I mean, honestly, with this many... Oh my gosh, we have so many more things all of a sudden. I've got 609 Corvettes? Oh my god! Okay, nope, I take it all back. We are sitting on a stupid amount of equipment all of a sudden. You know what? I think this means we get another military base. Yes. So what if we're burning through our money at an alarming rate? It's fine. I'll just place down a questionable number of manufacturers' houses. You know? Again, welcome to the neighborhood. You exist to be fleeced. There we go. That's a whole load more immigration coming in, and now we're almost even again. It's barely a deficit. Just increase the tax base. And yeah, I'm a little confused about how slowly the fleet is deploying and moving around. In what world does it take this much longer to move ships along the ocean than literally, like, transporting land units over into Canada? I don't see how that works. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're now in Canada. Mine! What do we got here? Great Lakes? Barely defended? Yes. Oh, found another nation. Hello, who do we have here? The Incan Empire. Really? Inca, huh? Okay. You guys are a long way from home. Well, you know what? I'm taking South Appalachia. You guys did not expect there to be anyone here because you wondered why Canada suddenly fell, and here I am, ready to take... Oh gosh, they got a lot of guys. All right, boosting up that garrison just a bit. Yes, boost that garrison up. Okay, let's see. I can march over into Japan, which seems like a decent enough idea. Get to Japan, get to Korea, get to China. Take them down? Maybe. Oh, hello. These guys have a navy. They built some corvettes of their own. Well, that's fine. I guess the one advantage of the navy is you literally can forge your own route. It may take a long time to get across the ocean, as opposed to using a strait, but you can forge your own path. I do think the ability to quickly place down garrisons like this is a little on the cheaty side. Right, I can take over a territory, and then just as long as I can afford it, I just go boop, 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 done. I've immediately got a militia, full-scale militia. Oh, you attacked me and killed some of my guys? That's fine. I just boop, 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 boop. There we go, we're done. Haha, sucks to be you. Yeah, that clearly it needs a little bit of fine-tuning. I'm just lucky the AI isn't smart enough to do that. Which isn't entirely true. In one of my test games, they did actually do that. It's just at some point they actually gave up and stopped. I don't know if they just ran out of resources or what. So, hopefully it doesn't happen again. Whoop. Being attacked. Their corvette is attempting to attack my garrison. I'm curious how effective this is going to be, actually. Because I don't know that I can do a lot of damage. And they didn't do any damage to me. Well, that was a massive waste of your time, wasn't it? Yes, now we all look silly. Anyway, Korea shall be mine. Thank you. Haha! There's your capital city. Wait, no, is that your capital? That's not your capital city. Is it? Or, I can't... No, it is. There we go. Okay, sorry. Zooming in kind of halfway. I couldn't decide if it was one of those upgrades or not. Your capital is down to 1% stability? What have you been doing? Is this one of those famous Ming-plosions I hear about? All right, well, I'm going straight for the capital. You can't stop me. I'm just going straight for it. Nothing else is around here, so I'm just going to go kill it. And we've been spending a lot of time in the battle map mode. How are we doing in the main city itself? Well, morale is doing fine, actually. Looks like everyone seems pretty darn happy. Deficits are there, but, you know, it could be a heck of a lot worse. You know, at the end of the day, I think everyone's just happy to be living in Praetoria right now as we go on a worldwide conquering spree, and we bring back the bounties of our labor. You know, China, I would really expect more of you. Maybe defend your capital. Or don't, and suffer the consequences. Boom! Alright, we march in and say goodbye to that one. Hello. Also, who's attacking me next? You died. That was a mistake. Also, hold on. Burma is right next to... We can just Okay, second capital, right here. City's still doing good? Sure looks like it. What is this thing, by the way? I've wondered this. It's like a giant finger of God sticking out of the earth. Like, what rock formation exactly is this in Germany? Anyone know? I don't recognize it. Oof, really burning through that money now, though. All right, I know that unemployment is supposed to make people unhappy or something. Can't imagine why, but we're just gonna go ahead and place down a stupid number of houses. Screw it. Look, you guys pushed me to this, okay? If you guys would just, like, pay up, all right? Like, you know, if I could just, like, have a little bit of happier people who actually paid their taxes without complaining so much, we wouldn't be in this situation. Now I'm just gonna do mass urbanization. And because, you know, this is the greatest city on Earth, immigration's so high, I get an absolute ton of unemployed manufacturers. But that was enough to get me at least a bit more money. Whoop, and now we're back into breaking even. All it took was a few hundred people laying around. And say goodbye to Burma, and their entire empire crumbles. Oh man, we finally built up one of our air bases? That only took 40 days. Cool, well, let's go ahead and deploy, I guess, to the Great Lakes. It's kind of out of range now. On the plus side, once these guys arrive, they're gonna be able to do a lot, or rather, they're fast. What do I do with an air force? I actually do not know because I don't see any immediate targets. I may not be in range to do a thing. Well, that sucks. Oh my gosh, still no sign of the capital for these guys. Where the heck is the Incan capital? And the worst thing is the AI is smart enough that they're setting up a whole bunch of small armies of militia, and I can't attack the garrisons until you clear out the militia, so as long as they keep shuffling them around, I can't actually make, like, any forward motion, and by the time I kill one, they can replace it. So I'm gonna deploy a whole second army down here. Oh my gosh, I still can't find it. I just revealed these territories. I thought for sure it'd be down here. Watch it be in Brazil, all right? It's an Incan empire, but watch it be in Brazil. Or they'd really pull the wool over my eyes if they were hiding in New Zealand or Australia. Oh, they're attacking me with a lot of units at once. I didn't even know you could do that. Hold on, you can send in reinforcements? Well, good to know. Okay, I'm assuming I can still beat this. Yeah, we take out one battalion at a time, but yeah. Yeah, they're trying to attack me like crazy all of a sudden. I don't think I've ever seen the AI this aggressive. They're desperate. There it is, in Pampas. Okay, all right, we can take this. And into that capital we go. Boom. And I don't get a victory screen? I feel like I deserve a victory screen after all of that. Come on! It's a demo. I don't think they expected anyone to be able to do this, to be honest, but that only took me like another, what, 2 hours? So yeah, most of my city is completely unproductive and useless in every possible which way, but you know what? It is the highest population city in the world, mostly because I leveled all the other ones. Also, it's making me a crap ton of money, from which I shall sit upon my platinum throne and gloat. For the entirety of the world is now my oyster. And that, I think, is a good introduction into Kaiserpunk. So yeah, of course, being an early access demo, a few things are probably going to get changed and rebalanced. Plus, there's a lot of content we didn't get access to. I can imagine that having access to the really powerful heavy tanks would make my life a lot easier when it came to mass conquest. But we may do with just simple infantry and artillery. I mean, really, what else do you need, right? Anyway, a big thank you once again to Overseer Games for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to learn more about Kaiserpunk or follow it on Steam, there is going to be a link in the description down below. Otherwise, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.